Hello everyone, welcome to SOUKAKU Complete Guide. SOUKAKU is an A-rank agent who deals ice anomaly damage. She specializes in support and able to buff the team's attack, ice damage, as well as demonstrate great freezing ability. Now let's start with SOUKAKU's skills. Much of SOUKAKU's playstyle revolves around her vortex stacks, which in turn can either buff her own damage output or apply massive buff to her ice team members. This leads to an excellent combo setups with full ice team and makes SOUKAKU a perfect output support for characters like Ellen and Lycan. So let's talk about her special attack, which is Rally. By holding special attack to activate, SOUKAKU plunges her weapon into the ground, morphs it into a flag and launch Fly the Flag, dealing ice damage. Pressing the basic attack or special attack after the Fly the Flag activates a special attack as she restricts the flag, dealing ice damage to the enemy. If SOUKAKU owns 3 stacks of Vortex on using Fly the attack, she consumes all 3 stacks and enters the Frosted Banner state. In the Frosted Banner state, she can unleash an enhanced basic attack or an enhanced dash attack, dealing massive ice damage, and this effect can last up to 45 seconds or stack up to 6 times. SOUKAKU weapon gains vortices with the following: 1 stack of vortex when launching an X special attack, 1 stack of vortex when launch a chain attack, or 3 stacks of vortex when launching an ultimate. SOUKAKU can accumulate a maximum of 3 stacks of vortex. Her best skill is the core passive, which is Blade Flurry. When SOUKAKU launches the Fly the Flag, her attack is increased by 6.25% of her base attack for 12 seconds. When consuming a vortex during the Fly the Flag, the attack will increase double. This buff can be passed along to character switching in via chain attacks or assist attacks triggered by the Fly the Flag. Next up, skill priority. So her skill priority will be core skill, special attack, chain attack, basic attack, and dodge. SOUKAKU's core skill increases the attack buff that SOUKAKU can transfer to an ally. When SOUKAKU is on the field, you will mostly be using her special attack to deal damage and activate her attack buff. SOUKAKU's ultimate can deal a lot of damage and can easily wipe out smaller enemies. Upgrading SOUKAKU basic attack is unnecessary since she is a support unit. SOUKAKU's dodge is also unnecessary since she doesn't take a lot of field time and mostly uninterrupted thanks to her special attack. So if you're looking for best cinema or duplicate, this one will be yours. The following are the best cinema for her: C1, C2, C4, and C6. At C1, SOUKAKU's attack and ice damage buff duration increases by 8 seconds, which is a huge upgrade to her supportive kit. SOUKAKU's basic, dash attack, dodge counter, and quick assist provide more chances of stacking vortex, and this provides extra energy if SOUKAKU has the maximum number of vortex stacks. At C4, SOUKAKU can provide an ice rush shred with the Fly the Flag. This is especially useful for mono ice team. At C6, SOUKAKU's basic attack and enhanced dash attacks deals a lot more damage, and you can opt to build a crit rate on SOUKAKU to increase her overall damage. Now let's talk about how to build SOUKAKU. SOUKAKU's W engine. First of all, Bashful Demon, which is her signature W engine. It increases her attack and ice damage, and SOUKAKU can easily activate the attack buff for entire team. Unfeathered Game Ball increases crit rate for the whole team when attribute is strong against the enemy. Advanced stat increase energy regen, and also it is obtainable on the battle pass. Slice of Time is the next one. Recover decibel and energy periodically, and can be activated using other characters even when not in battle. The next one will be Reverb Mark II, which is so F2P option. It increases anomaly buildup for whole team, and advanced stat increase energy regen. Next up, SOUKAKU Disc Drives. So her best set will be the Swing Jazz 4-piece and Polar Metal 2-piece. This build focuses on maximizing SOUKAKU's ice damage, and you will always want to use Swing Jazz on her as it will increase her effectiveness as an attack buffer. And the 10% extra ice damage adds to her already innate of 20% ice damage buff from her additional ability. you will need to roll more on the attack for this to show its true colors, as her attack buff scales based on her total attack. You do not need to worry about her crit rate or crit damage for SOUKAKU, as she is not built to be an effective on-field attacker, and none of her kit scales based on it. But you do get a 15% crit rate when she is in must state, so some crit damage roll wouldn't hurt. The second best will be Swing Just 4-piece and Hormone Punk 2-piece. This build focuses on increasing her attack with Hormone Punk in order to afford you more leniency in the main stat and substat roles in exchange for giving up bonus ice damage for extra attack. Only use the second set if you guys are opt to make her slightly more DPS focused while still maximizing her attack buff from the Fly D flag. For her main stat, you will need attack, and energy regen. For substat, you will need attack, energy regen, and HP percentage. Next up, SOUKAKU teams. For F2P team, Billy, Anbi, SOUKAKU. For Bang Boo, Penguin Boo, or Shark Boo can work. If you don't have Ellen or Lycan, you can give up having the additional ability and replace them with support characters. Use the basic strategy of attack and stun. Stun the enemy, then use quick assist to switch to a support character, then use your attack character. So if you want a SOUKAKU DPS team, well, SOUKAKU, Lycan, and Ben is for you. SOUKAKU is the main attacker in this team. SOUKAKU is the Frosted Banner state will be your main method of attacking. Use the Fly D attack to switch character or continue fighting depending on the number of vertex and if the enemy is stunned or not. For this team will be Corinne support team. Support team with Corinne as the main attacker, and Lycan has a very high stun stat and Corinne can deal high damage when the enemy is stunned, and SOUKAKU will be the attack buffer on this team. Next up, the premium team, which is SOUKAKU, Ellen, Lycan. So for Bang Boo, still the same, Penguin Boo or Shark Boo can work. SOUKAKU and Lycan pair up to provide attack buffs to increase a stun multiplier respectively. Both of them can also provide ice damage buffs and ice shred to increase Ellen's overall damage output. Well, I guess that's a wrap for this Zenless Zone Zero guide for SOUKAKU. I hope that I help you a lot, and also if you guys have some team question or can this X character work with SOUKAKU or something, comment down below because I'm going to try my best to answer that correctly. And yeah, that's it. Have a good day and stay quirky. I hope you guys enjoy this video.